Welcome. I understand there's some problems going on with YouTube. I don't know, but guys, let me know. I'm gonna give everyone a minute or two to roll in. I'm seeing in the Discord there's issues with YouTube. I don't know. Hang on. You guys, if anyone is in here, I don't know what's going on. I'm understanding. I may reschedule this for tomorrow. Let me. I don't know. They're telling me in the Discord that it ain't working. That YouTube in general ain't working. Not this stream in particular, but YouTube it ain't working. I don't know. Don't know. What's good, DJ Green? All right, I think it's people rolling in. Yeah, even YouTube Music tripping too. All right. You guys want me to continue or do you want me to reschedule? If YouTube, I think it's everyone. Do you guys want me to reschedule this? Do you want me to do this tomorrow? I can do this tomorrow. It's no thing. A trusted source close to Boots said that Boots turned down Backroom when Turkey sent an offer. That was the offer was referring to what Boots was told he wanted a tune-up. All right, so let me tell you what I know. I'll tell you what I think, and then you guys can tell me what you think. So here's what I know. Eddie Hearn told me that they were going to take this tune-up fight in Philly. They had to take this fight. Like they wanted it. Everybody wanted it. Philly wanted it. Everybody wanted it. That's what Eddie Hearn said. You can argue with him if you think that's cap. That they had already reached out to Verge. They had reached out. They reached out to Golden Boy, Eric Gomez, and Eddie had to talk, and they said they were going to make the fight. Golden Boy went silent. I'm going to get to that. Golden Boy went silent, and after that, they reconnected. And Eric Gomez said, "Let's take care of the Lubin fight first. After we take care of Lubin, then we will get the fight done with Boots for sure." So they were on board. Everybody was on board. But there was a gap there. I don't know what happened in that gap. Eddie wasn't specific. Eddie wasn't. I think YouTube updated. It's working. Okay, cool. All right. So from what I understand, they were on board. Everybody was on board. But there was a gap there where they couldn't get in contact with Golden Boy. Now you're going to say that's Eddie talking that Boots is a duck. All right, I'll get to whether or not I think Boots is a duck later. Verge, who I love, I talked to a year ago. There was rumors, there was talk about over a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. There was talk, there was rumors, there was discussion for a fight with someone. I asked if YouTube was being gay, and someone said, "I think so. It's going to be Elton John gay for a while, it looks like." Havelock is here. I'm gonna do a long-term parlay. The show will be live. I don't know, guys. So I talked to Xander, and I talked to Xander about a possibility of him fighting Verge and the rumors of that. And he said the rumors are real. He said, my next fight is on the Puerto Rican Day Parade, so I'm doing that at the Garden. After I do that, then we're going to look at the Verge fight. Like there's definitely something to those rumors. Okay. I then asked Robert Garcia that. I asked Robert Garcia the same question, and Robert Garcia was like, "No, we're not doing that fight." I'm not saying Verge is a duck. What I'm saying is Robert Garcia shot that fight down when Xander was completely open to it. He's saying it was going to happen. So what I'm saying is I'm not saying it's Verge. I don't know if it's Robert Garcia, but he has not taken fights that were offered to him too. Because Xander told me, yes, that's a real thing. That fight's going to happen. And then obviously it did not. What you think of Matchroom Parlay, Shannon Ryan money line plus Conway Ladard over? Not bad. I would like. I don't think either one of these things are locks. I would say Shannon Ryan is more of a lock, and then Conway Ladard over 10.5. I like it. I would honestly like it more if you just took Ladard on the money line. You'd get better odds. Hey, take this. This is good. I would say take this. This is a good bet. This is a good bet. Take it. Leon Muhammad is the source, by the way. There you go. All right. Shout out Box In 7. I appreciate you. Well, Boots is going to be the WBA route, especially now that he's interim champion. Who's the WBA? It's Abbas Barrow, right? And Boots is the interim, and then Sebastian Fundora has the WBC, and Verge has the interim. I like Conway. I don't. I did until I watched the film. After I watched the film, Ladard's a lot better than I thought. That's why I said take the over. It'll go over. It'll go over. Take the over. Gee, any thoughts on Sunday's card in Riyadh? Interesting to see Brandon Meja Masqueda perform. We'll get to it, Mar. We'll get to it. Give me a minute. Big G, what up? What up, Mar? What up, Big G? If you're gonna duck fights, you gotta run a tight ship. Yeah, you gotta or have it out. Have a reason why you couldn't take the fight. Because I asked Xander, it's on the interviews on my page. And he said, yeah, there's definitely that fight's gonna happen. He said he's taking the fight in the Puerto Rican Day Parade next. That's his next fight, and then he's fighting Verge, and obviously that didn't happen. Not sold on Derek Parmelo, keeping an eye on Sinstera and Parmelo. We're digging deep in the weeds today. Is that? Let me look at the. Let's look at the. I haven't really looked at the Riyadh card. We'll look at the card first, and then we'll get that long-term parlay. Yeah, this card sucks, honestly. I haven't even really looked at this. I'll take a look at this. Oh, wow. This is a bunch of weird fights. This is a good one. Virgil is already talking about moving up to middleweight because in his eyes, he can't get a title fight. Then he's got to do what he's got to do. Verge is big. Verge is big. You guys, oh, what was the poll question I was supposed to ask? What was the poll question I was supposed to ask? Does anyone remember? Jab made a comment late in the show. Jab. Oh, Jab's here. Jab. What was I said I was going to take a poll on something that you said on the first show. What did you say that I wanted to take a poll on? Damn, if Boots takes WBA route, like Havlock said, he's really a ducking a turkey check to fight Bakram is crazy. Main event is a coin flip in the Riyadh card. That's what it was. Andre Ward's chin. All right, here's the poll, guy. All right, everybody, here's the poll. Yes. No. What's good, King Ty? Virgil has fought good competition, but never for a title. I think titles have a lot of their significance, like De La Hoya said. The commissions suck. I don't blame De La Hoya for saying it. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Yeah, Virgil's definitely fought better competition than Boots. He's fought decent competition. He's not that bad. But yeah, he's never fought for a title. I think that's A, shows incompetence of Golden Boy. You're the promoter. This is your fighter. Because Golden Boy never got Ryan Garcia a title either. Ryan Garcia and Virgil Ortiz have never gotten a title. Those are their two guys on the UK card. I would say I have 60% confidence in Ledard. You said his chin was sus. You said it was sus. Look, I'm gonna do this right now. No, hell no. Hang on. Let me see. This is right at the end. Let me see if I can find it. There it is. I don't know, Jab. This is what you said. Andre Ward's chin was sus. 32 fights. No knockouts. He fought Kovalev twice. Chad Dawson. Carl Froch. Arthur Abraham. Sakio Bika. Mikkel Kessler. Oh, Edison Miranda. Edison Miranda can crack, right? Like all of these guys can hit big time punchers.
Depending on what part of the.
All right, guys. I was about to say Oscar saying belts don't matter because his guys don't have belts. Yeah, you're right. You said is Ward's chin sus? I said yeah. I'm saying define sus too. Sus means you get hit in the chin, you go to sleep. Right? You get hit in the chin, and you go. I guess sus is going to be subjective, right? Like it's going to be subjective for sure. I would say that you can't. It doesn't stand up. It doesn't stand up to a big shot. But like, what does that mean? I already voted. I say Ward doesn't have a bad chin, but I think he retired kind of early, and corruption saves him from getting a DQ against Kovalev. Let me address this in parts. I say Ward doesn't have a bad chin. I agree with that. I think he retired kind of early. Yeah, I think that was by design. He was in an interview in the middle of his career, prime of his career. I think when he was still a super middleweight, he said, "If I'm ever near a boxing ring, anywhere near the age of 40, you come drag me out." He didn't want that. I don't blame him. He's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got a life outside of boxing. Like there aren't too many happy endings in boxing. Matter of fact, the only ones I can think of are him and Floyd, right? That retired with everything intact, their money, their brain, everything intact. And Floyd saying he's got memory loss and things like that now. But he has a happy ending. Why would you want him to stay as a human being, not as a boxing fan, as a person? Why would you want him to end his career? Like, why would you want him to extend his career unnecessarily? Ward is definitely not chinny. I feel you. Like, more so defining chinny. All right. Sus is just sort for a suspect chin. I think he had a great chin. Thank you, Kingdom Life. All right, guys, let's get into this long parlay. He retired just in time. I agree. I think more people look. Like I've been saying, I think Usyk should retire. I think Crawford should retire. What else do they have to prove? Like they got nothing else to prove. All right. I'm gonna get to the long parlay, but I do want to address this. What's the significance of belts nowadays? A guy like Barrios only has them because they forced him down boxing fans' throats. Boxing commission ruined the sports for years. But that, yes, I agree with what you're saying here. But here's my point about Oscar's incompetence. Oscar said belts matter, and I agree with him. And then he doesn't get his guys any belts. Virgil Ortiz and Mario Barrios and Ryan Garcia. Barrios is clearly the worst of all those three fighters. And he's the only one who's had world titles. As a matter of fact, he's had two of them. He's had them at 140 and 147. So PBC was able to get Barrios multiple belts. How come Oscar couldn't get either Virgil or Ryan Garcia, who are far better fighters than Mario Barrios, any belts? It just shows Oscar's incompetence. All right, let's get this long-term parlay. Guys, this might be an upset. I did the tape on Sarah Borman. I am not impressed. I am not impressed. Let me see what we got here. I'm going to pick one fight this week, and I'm going to take Juarez. I'm going to take Frazier Clark. Michaela Mayer. Virgil Ortiz. And Abdullah Mason. Here's your long-term parlay, 5-leg long-term parlay. Is this good enough for you guys? You guys like this parlay? Long-term parlay, Juarez, Clark, Mayer, Ortiz, Abdullah Mason. You guys want me to add it? You want me to make it better? I like this. It gives you plus 147. To me, this is solid. Everything here is going to hit. I like this parlay a lot. What do you guys think of this parlay? Does Ladard have a bad resume? I didn't even check. Well, let's look at it together. It's not great. He's not had a bunch of fights. He's 23. I mean, for a 23-year-old, I'd say it's pretty good. But let's take a look at it together. We can all make our own opinion. He's got Aaron Sutton, Derek Osase, and that's pretty much it. He's 23. Who do you want him to have on his resume at this age? Derek Osase is a decent fighter. Aaron Sutton's a decent fighter. It's okay. It's okay. 12-0, 7 knockouts. It's respectable. I wouldn't hate on him for it. Now Oscar said belts don't matter. Promoter's going to promote, man. Promoter's going to promote. Rolly Romero is freaking 2-division champ. Yeah, PBC gets their guys' belts. You think Lubin can upset Verge? I do not. I don't. Clark fight is off, I think. Is that right? I mean, I don't have it. Oh, wait. Is Frazier? He's fighting that guy, TSK or whatever. That fight, no, he's fighting a different guy. All right. No, this fight's on. Fight's on. According to Box Rec, it's on. Hugo Metcalf plus 600 against Sean McCombs in December. That has to be a value play. Do you think Bam? Yes, I think Bam stops everybody. Bam stops Puma. I like that. Yes. That's just this is just a long-term parlay, right? I want to work some out when this hits or miss. We'll build another one, but I like this long-term parlay. Tyler Goodjohn will beat Malinaji this weekend. I don't know. This is the bare knuckle. I don't even have odds. I haven't looked at it. Benavidez beating that ass for sure, bro. I think so. Jamie did pull out of the Clark fight. Well, okay, let's fix our parlay then. God dang it. Here we go. This is even better. 5-leg parlay. Juarez money line. Mayer money line. Virgil Ortiz money line. Abdullah Mason money line. David Benavidez by stoppage. You guys like this parlay? How's this parlay? I like the other one better, but this pays a lot better. There's too many fights getting canceled nowadays. Yeah, shout out. Money not right, or is it something? I wish I had answers for you, Boxton. I wish I had answers for you, 79. Tenny says, why don't you think that Lubin can win? He seems like the most no, he's not. I don't see anything that he does that sticks out. I don't see any superpower in him. He's been knocked out. He's a questionable chin. He exchanges too much. I thought he lost to Ramos. I thought that was a travesty of a decision. And Virgil Ortiz is a much better version of Jesus Ramos, who I think Jesus Ramos is extraordinary. I really do. But I don't give Eric Lubin much of a shot at all in that fight. I don't think Lubin's ever looked great. I don't think Lubin has ever looked great. Jamie is injured. All right. How do you see the Johnson Fiaz fight going? Boy, that fight is when? Let me look something up. Let me look this up. God. I like Tiger Johnson too. I've interviewed him a bunch of times. I like him a lot. He's not. He has not impressed me so much. I kind of like Nicholas Flaz in that fight. Do we have an upset on that? Let me. Do I have odds on that? When is that fight? I don't have. Oh wait, hang on. I don't have that fight. Let me see if they have it on Pro Box. But do we like this parlay, guys? Do we like this parlay? Here it is. Oh, the odds are closer than I thought. I kind of like Nicholas Flaz in this, guys. Boy, that's a good fight. Boy, that is such a good fight. That's a tough one, guys. That's a real tough one. Did you watch the Conway versus? I have not. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I'm gonna do my tape later tonight. Did you watch the tape on Sarah Borman opponent? I've watched the tape on Borman. That's why I'm not giving my. I'm going to give my official prediction on that tomorrow. I watched the tape on Borman. I did not watch Yoko yet. I'm going to watch that after I do this, and I'm going to do that video later tonight, late tonight. Elvis Rodriguez is minus 5,000. Yeah, I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. Duke, I need you. I think Tiger Johnson losing that one. I think Fiaz. Yeah, Fiaz was. It was the odds were closer than I thought. Like, I think the word is out on Tiger Johnson. I'm not trying to disparage the guy. I like the guy. He's just not. He's not as good as he was in the amateurs. Yeah, Lubin was supposed to blow Adriel Holmes away. That shit took way too long. It was not a great performance. You think Jack Catterall beats? I do. I like assuming, but Catterall just knows how to win rounds. It's November 7th. Tiger versus Fiaz is getting a fight. Is a good fight. It is. It's a really close fight. I kind of like Nicholas Fiaz in it. I remember Fiaz fought the top ranked fighter from New York. God dang it, my brain. Jahai Tucker. Sorry, Jahai Tucker. He fought Jahai Tucker in 2023. Jahai Tucker was like 20 years old then, and they put him in the ring with him. I don't understand why they hate Jahai Tucker, right? Like they're giving the same fighter that they gave Jahai Tucker at 20 years old to Tiger Johnson, who's what, 25? Like they he's 27. Tiger Johnson's 27. Like, why did they force him along so quickly? They clearly wanted to drop Jahai Tucker. They clearly don't like Jahai Tucker. We ain't touching an Elvis KO prop if we get it. We'll have to look at it. Let's look at it when we get it. Jeb, that's why I thought it should have been a 6-rounder. Gary Antoine Russell versus Jack Catterall win pays even money. Gary Antoine Russell and Jack Catterall win pays even money. I like it. Catterall training in Philly is the last thing I expected to see. That's right. I forgot about that. You're right. Yeah. Havelock agreed that shit was sweaty for no reason. I bet on that too. Jahai Tucker. Yeah, Jahai Tucker. Fiaz going to beat Tiger. I think there's a good chance. John Rael Casimiro versus Kameda is a good fight. Yeah, it's a good fight. That's a real good fight. I think I like Kameda. Tiger did look rejuvenated after moving to 147, but I still think he's going to lose. I agree. All right, guys. Let me check this poll. All right, so this is over. When guys vote in the poll, I'm gonna wrap up the poll and I'm gonna wrap up the show. Guys, what do we think about the parlay? Does everyone like the parlay? Please smash like the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Guys, help me hit 3,000 subs. I'm 116 or whatever subs away. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Join the Patreon. Please like, share, and subscribe. What the heck is this? What is this? All right. When is this fight? What is this fight? Hang on. I didn't even know this was happening. It's in Japan, I'm guessing. That's a great fight. Yeah. November 24th. Shout out. That's a great fight. Good card there. And you also got Nakasawa and Takama Inoue. Really good shot there. That's a good fight. I like Aleem a lot. All right, guys, if you have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, last minute questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, hit me up with them now or forever hold your peace. I'm going to end this pretty shortly. All right. Glad everything worked out with you two. I'm going to wrap this. Speaking of Aleem, I wish Fulton didn't duck him so I could see. Didn't he get COVID, bro? Isn't that what happened? They ducked him. He got COVID and he couldn't fight. Isn't that? Am I wrong about that? That parlay is cool. I would love a special Gary 3 boxing. All right, we'll do this. We'll do this tomorrow. David, you ask and you shall receive. We'll do a plus 1,000 parlay tomorrow. All right, we'll do that. Now that the time has passed, Turkey has definitely gave the sport a pulse, but we've also lost Top Rank, which is by far the best boxing ever and always will be. Shout out 79. That is true. All right, yeah, I'm gonna end the show now. Appreciate everyone. Great show today, guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Help me get to 3,000 subs by the end of the month. Let me know what you guys think. Sure is. All right. Gonna end this now. October 15th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.